welcome back to Coffee and Bible Time. We're together one last time before I move to an island. If you're new here, my name's Ashley.
I'm Taylor.
We're sisters and we make videos to help you guys learn how to delight in God's Word. And we're filming a Q&A.
Today we're going to be answering some of your questions we asked our community online, some questions that we're definitely going to go through first, and then we're going to be going over questions that you asked us on YouTube. So, is there one more?
You said there was Instagram.
Oh yeah, YouTube and
Instagram.
A little bit of Instagram. Well, Susanna from our community asked,
are you going to start completely over in Puerto Rico? Buy a new house, cars?
Providing for every little thing.
Yeah, we're starting pretty much completely over. We only sent 3 boxes. Only 3 boxes, and me and my mom are going to be going with 4 suitcases. Johnny has a suitcase and a half, his guitar, car seat, stroller I'm bringing, and then when we're there, we're going to start completely over, but the first rental that we'll be staying at for our temporary home is fully furnished.
Oh, that's nice.
So right away, we don't have to worry about getting a buttload of furniture. So
that's nice.
I'm going to need time to rest when we get there, I think, because it's a lot.
So then Keisha from our community asked, how is your Spanish coming along? How do you study and practice it? Is that going to be really integral? This is my own question. Is this going to be really integral for you living in Puerto Rico?
So when we went to visit Puerto Rico twice, it really seemed like there were a lot of Spanish speakers who were also bilingual. So they spoke English and Spanish. Now there were a few couples that we met that were only Spanish. Like we went to a restaurant one night and they were speaking full Spanish. I was like, Puerto Rican Spanish is super fast.
Oh boy.
I'm really excited to learn it. I think that I could totally get by with just English, but I've been learning Spanish for 3 years and I'm just going to continue trying to grow in it. And I think it shows a lot of respect for a culture when you try to learn their language. I would love to just keep learning Spanish and continue to try to practice it when I'm there. Nice. I can make a whole different video about how I'm learning Spanish. I probably will make that video soon.
This is also from our community. Shout out, I believe this is from Sam. How has marriage helped your faith with God and Jesus? Thank you for asking that. And I actually just kind of posted somewhat of a similar video. I'll have it linked in the card and down below, but I talked about ways that marriage has surprised me and grown me closer. One thing I'll say that I think marriage is really good for is helping you learn how to build your character for the sake of serving your spouse. Like a relationship, it's kind of like a mirror when you're living with somebody. When you're single, you don't really have to self-reflect unless, I don't know, someone in your family or a friend gets you to self-reflect. But you can get away with not self-reflecting when you're single. And then when you're dating somebody, it's like things don't slide the way they used to anymore. And I think both parties in your relationship wants to see you act like Christ. Also, before going into marriage, I really wanted to try to set up a more consistent time to read my Bible. I think that I do really struggle with discipline. That's something I've always really struggled with. And when I went into marriage, I was kind of like, I really want to do this for the sake of being a good spouse, especially if I have kids too. I want to feel like I want to walk in the same footsteps that our mom, mentor mama, did, where she did her quiet time every morning, and we saw that and we witnessed that, and it did affect, I think, us following in her footsteps. So that's actually a special thing. So I've been going through my Bible book by book, small books, just picking things here and there that I want to read, but going through the book. Right now I'm in Esther.
She also asked, how is Coffee and Bible Time going to work, and how am I feeling now that moving to Puerto Rico is getting closer? I'm feeling a lot of numb. You can see your reaction.
Okay.
I just don't really have a lot of feelings right now because I've been sick. And it's been one of those colds that just took me out. I feel like I don't know if it's really fully going to hit me until I get there, and we are, like, my mom leaves, and then it's just us, our little family unit there. I think I'm going to be sad a lot, and that's very normal, and I'm prepared for that.
Can I add something to that?
Yeah, I was just going to say I'm also feeling excited, though. Really excited for this new adventure.
Love. I was going to say, I don't know if it's similar, but before I got married, I knew it was a big transition that was coming up, but I almost couldn't process beforehand because I didn't know what it was going to be like. So I was like, I feel this anticipation of like something really big is happening. And I remember talking to so many people, like, I wish I could process like what this next big step is going to be, because I think that would be really helpful going into it, like having that mindset already there. But when you have such a big transition that you've never been through before, your body, I think there is an element of being maybe not numb, but just like, I don't know how to process it, so I'm just waiting until it happens.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah,
I totally agree. You really don't know what to expect, what's coming around the corner, so yeah. Oh, we'll still be doing coffee and Bible time there. A lot of people ask, are you still going to do it when you're there? Absolutely. We do it long distance now. We actually, all three of us, me, Taylor, and Mentor Mama, live in different states. We Iowa, Wisconsin, Illinois. So we've been able to accomplish it this far, and we're going to keep chugging along.
Yeah, I really like being able to connect through work, ministry together.
Yeah, it's really nice.
Okay, so now I'm going to the YouTube comments.
Oh, go ahead.
Somebody asked, how do you know that you're doing God's will for your life? I mean, moving to another country must be a really hard life decision. You can answer that question.
So I really just made a whole video on this about fasting and prayer, and I kind of showed you guys vlogs from months ago.
We'll have it linked.
We'll have it linked. And I also created a 30-day guide for you guys called Discerning God's Will, and every day there's a different scripture verse that actually focuses on directing our hearts to God as we pray about our future decisions, and asking God to be our leader, and asking His will to be done, and asking for Him to make His will clear in our lives. Really, that's what I did for months. Me and Johnny as a team together, we prayed every day. We fasted. We asked opinions and advice from a lot of people at church, our families. And
they got a lot of different advice too.
We got a lot of different advice.
It was not everybody saying the same thing.
Oh, yeah.
So that took discernment.
Tons of different opinions about it, which I think made that decision also very hard, because every time I would get a new opinion, I would be swayed a different direction. But I won't give away too much. You should go watch that video about me discerning God's will, because I share the whole story there. I never heard a clear voice from God saying, go to Puerto Rico, but it was almost like every little door and next step God was providing and opening, and it just ended up being something that we had to make a decision on. And what our decision would be, we would tell God, I trust you in this decision. And so that's what we did, and now here we are. And I do believe that God has our whole story written out. He already knows. And I'm just going to trust in Him, and in the fact that every next step I take, He's sovereign over it, which pretty much just means He's in control. And yeah.
Right now, we just want to say thank you so much to our sponsor, Brooklyn Bedding, for sponsoring today's video. Brooklyn Bedding, you have made Ashley's stay, as she's lived here in this house, so wonderful.
Yeah.
She's going to be leaving this bed, and she's going to really miss it. Isn't that right?
Yep. I have loved my time in the Brooklyn Bedding bed. It's been so comfortable, and I really want to show it to you. Do you guys want to come see it?
Let's go see it.
Okay, come on. Let's go.
Come on in.
What we love love so much about Brooklyn Bedding is that buying online is so easy and convenient, and they ship right to your door for free in the US. They have a 120-night sleep trial and a limited lifetime warranty so that you can rest easy. We personally love the cooling technology that we have in our Aurora Luxe mattress.
Seriously, you guys, I'm not kidding. I want to order this bed for Puerto Rico because it's been the best few nights of sleep I've gotten it in a long time.
So what are you waiting for? Visit brooklynbedding.com/coffee and Bible time to get 30% off your order with our code Coffee and Bible Time. And you can support our channel by telling them we sent you in their post-purchase survey.
Brianna on YouTube asked, what are some practical ways that you help your husband as his God-given helper? You can say one and I can say one.
Okay. I've already thought about it because I read through these. I think being an encourager is really huge, and encouraging them in anything, whether it's big or small, like a big thing, like, oh, that was a great sermon and really incredible.
For her husband as a pastor.
He's a pastor. Or if it's something small, like, and the gratefulness aspect is I'm working at, like, thank you so much for taking out the trash. I'm so grateful for you. But I was going to say, when you trust your husband, like, just trusting that your husband can do things. And you talked about this in your video, which I highly recommend her latest video. Just showing that you trust them in the things that they do is really important, instead of being naggy and picky and buggy, because I can be like that. But just like showing them that you trust them in things that they do. So like if they go to the store and they call and they're like, I don't know, which one did you want me to get? Just saying, I trust you. You can pick out what you think is best for our family. That's a really small example.
But it adds up.
Yeah, but even in big things, like with this whole move that we're going to do, there's been multiple times where I've just had to let go and say, Johnny, I trust you with this, like all the paperwork and all of the changing our addresses and all of the texts and all those details that I cannot keep track of. I've completely been like, I trust you with that. And then there's times where he's like, I'm going to trust you with this, like the entire house. Getting it cleared out, everything donated, the garage sales, selling the furniture, all of that was under my jurisdiction.
Good grief.
So, and that's just how it worked. So anyways, just kind of respecting each other's roles and trusting each other in the roles that whatever you end up doing. Obviously, I don't, every marriage is different. You have different probably roles. But yeah. Mm-hmm. What were you gonna say?
That was great. Well,
take yours.
I've only been married a couple weeks. Just kidding. I've been married a couple months. Two things come to mind. One, I'll start with something that I need to work on. Something that I know would really help my hubby in our relationship is doing my part to keep our apartment clean. And I know that that's something that he would feel really loved by, because he works full time, actually a lot of times more than full time. And I work from home, and I also don't work full time or overtime. So I have a way bigger advantage to do that. And do I keep the apartment clean? A 1-bedroom, not very large apartment? No, I don't. And that is actually something that we've had conversations about, that I know he would feel loved by if I did that. That's one easy way to help, is by literally doing the simple, humble things. And then the other thing that I think has served our relationship well is when Isaac has like activities that there's a little fly or something. When Isaac has likes and things like, okay, that's not what I'm trying to say. When Isaac has interests, hobbies that he likes to do, and he invites me to be a part of it, like fishing, he feels really loved if I spend time with him, if I do quality time with things that he likes. So a lot of times for me, that means when he's going fishing, I'm bringing a book or I'm bringing a journal and I'm journaling next to him while he does things that he likes. And yeah, or like if he wants to pick something up quick from the grocery store, I'll come with him. He feels loved by that. And then it becomes an opportunity to have more quality time to show interest in what they like. And yeah. Did you struggle trusting God about moving to a whole new place? Because it seems so uncertain that you never know what God is up to initially, especially when he's silent.
Yeah, it's been a roller coaster of up and downs of trusting God in this journey. And I think that's how life is in general, is just like, there's going to be always moments where God opens new doors and we have to discern his will and trust him. And right now I am taking a big leap of faith and trusting him. And like I said, I feel a little numb right now, but I think my faith is going to continually be tested, especially in the next coming up months, as I adjust to a new life and a new culture. So prayers for me would be great.
Okay, and then we'll end with a few questions from Instagram. We can do these rapid fire. Brianna Nicole says, do you want more kids? I'm assuming this is going to you.
And you should answer for you too. Yes, I think I do want more kids.
Kids with an S?
I don't know if it's kid or kids.
Ooh.
And what about you?
That was news for me. Yeah, I definitely want kids. I definitely want multiple kids. I am nervous about how pregnancy will work. That is one of my big concerns. Not concerns, but you know what I mean. Like, how pregnancy will wear on my body. And giving birth does not sound like fun. Can I just say that?
It was the best day of my life. That was the best day of my life.
What?
Yes. Go ask Mom what the best day of her life was. It's so true. I mean, obviously, I can't speak for everyone. That's just my situation. That's just me. Everyone has a different experience, but...
All right. Sunny for Love says, has anything changed between the two of us since we've both been married?
I don't think so. I mean, obviously, like, we're both married now, so, like, it's not how it used to be when we were in high school and college, which is sad that part of our friendship is gone. But, I mean, it's only normal. We live in two different places, and now our loyalty is to the person we married, and you have to leave and cleave and all the things. So, I mean, it's different, but I get to experience it, my sister being an auntie, and that's amazing.
Yeah, I would honestly agree with that. I think the biggest change was when you got married.
Yeah.
That was the biggest change, because that was when our family dynamic shifted, of like even just seeing what it looks like to have a sibling be married and move out of the state.
Right.
And so then when I did it, it feels like I'm kind of just like following in her footsteps a little bit. Like,
yeah.
So it's not like totally foreign, but I will say, and I mentioned this a little in my other video, just like the dynamic that's hard for me then now is I'm separating and leaving, cleaving from my mom and my dad, who I've been living with for 24 years of my life.
Right.
So
that's hard.
That's the hard part. We've already been separated by distance for 3 years.
Ashley, who's commented on Instagram, and she's in our community. We love you, Ashley. Is there specific ways we could be praying for you both in this transitional season?
So sweet of you.
Just, gosh, for a smooth transition for me, experiencing a new culture and being away from family. That God would just comfort my heart.
Yeah.
What about you?
I was going to say, just keep praying for coffee and Bible time. That's really our heart is pouring into this ministry and seeing God move and making it sustainable for us to just continue doing for however long he wants us to do it for. So, seriously.
Yeah, we need prayer. This is a ministry and it's a battleground.
It is. It's a roller coaster of us trying to figure out our life with it. No one's telling us how to do things.
Yeah, it's
But-
hard.
Yeah. So anyways, thank you all so much for watching. We love doing Q&As with you guys. And comment down below any more questions that you have or things like that. I'll probably be in the comments answering a lot of questions. So if you have any more, just ask us.
All right, we will see you guys later.
Bye.